with another live stream. So as always, hit that subscribe button, smash a like if you're new to my channel and you've never come across my videos before. So another Tottenham update. The Thomas Frank situation. I am not Thomas Frank out. Let's get that in there. I am not Thomas Frank out. He's a very, 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 very good manager. We all know what he done at Brentford, and let's face it, a very average Brentford. Coming from Brentford to Tottenham is a whole different ballgame in the Premier League. We all know that. We all know that. We all know that. I'm just going to quickly, before I do crack on, I'm just going to quickly scroll through the comments. So, big up Nightmare Kid, by the way. Big up yourself. I know you've come across my live streams before. So, what we got here? What's up? What's up, COYS? Xavi. We brought Xavi to create, and this guy is weak and does nothing. Right. Obviously, there's a lot of talk with Xavi Simons. Look, coming from his previous club to the Premier League, like I said, a bit like with Thomas Frank. In some ways, it's a whole different ball game. One, Xavi Simons is young, very, very young. But at the same time, we all know what he's got in his locker. He is very, very talented. Very, very talented. We need to give this guy time. At the same time, there's not enough quality in and around that young kid. Let's face it, we got Maddison out, Kulusevski out, Basuma, who I do rate in some ways, Basuma, Solanke, and I'll get onto that one in a minute. Striker situation is so poor. But with Maddison, Basuma, Kulusevski both missing, there's nothing there. There is nothing there whatsoever. You've only got to look at the okay. Let's look at our striker situation, and I'll have a look. I will have another look at the comments in a minute. But striker situation, Richarlison. I'm not gonna lie. I did like Richarlison, but right now in this moment in time, he's getting on my tits. Really getting on my tits, Richarlison. He's missed so many sitters. And he's not taking his chances. Not taking his chances. It's like when you think back to, I think I mentioned it before in one of my last videos or my live streams or whatever. But Richarlison pulled his socks up big time back in Europa League final. That's the Richarlison I want to see. But he's not consistent enough. Richarlison is not consistent enough, along with a few other players, and we can't be having that. Cannot be having that. And you know, enough's enough now with the likes of Richarlison. Enough is enough. And when you haven't got him, you haven't got Solanke, who else is there? Mathis Tel. Again, Mathis Tel is, yeah, I've seen enough. I have seen enough from Mathis Tel. This is why I said, why not just chuck up Brennan Johnson while Solanke's still out? Get Brennan Johnson there. Just stick him up top, because he's not all that, really, is he? Playing out on the wing. Again, a bit like Richarlison in some ways, not consistent enough. So, and Mawani, I know it's a bit like Xavi Simons. It's very, very early days to really dig in on Mawani as well. You got to give him time. At the same, going back to the Chelsea game, from what I remember rightly, Mawani did not have that service. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing going forward. And I'm gonna check the stats again in a minute. But from what I remember, we had one shot on target. Tottenham had one shot on target against Chelsea Saturday evening. At home as well. At the Lane. Not good enough. Simply not good enough. So, guys, hit us up in the comment section on your thoughts on that Chelsea game, and I'll scroll through the comments and read them out. But you know, we all know our form against Chelsea is utter shit. We all know that, and for some reason our form at Tottenham this season, I know it's early days. It was only week 10, but it's honestly, we should be winning our games at home. It's like, come on, I want to see Thomas Frank doing well. I want to see the boys doing well. We all want to see our club doing well, but it's just that same situation of it's Spursy. Certain Spurs fans and even just football fans in general, they are now calling out for Thomas Frank to be sacked. I'm thinking, no, he's a bang average manager. He's this, he's that. But yeah, I get it. There's no excitement there. But at the same time, I will look at the comments in a minute, guys. But at the same time, like I said, I'll repeat myself. There is no creativity. James Maddison, 9 times out of 10, you will get creativity from James Maddison. Basuma's not a bad central midfielder. But Kulusevski, Dejan Kulusevski, another one who's going to guarantee you a goal here and there, a bit of creativity, a bit of excitement. Missing. And especially when we get James Maddison and Dejan Kulusevski back, when we get them 2 boys back, it'll be like having 2 brand new signings again. You know what I mean? And I know January's only around the corner, but who would you like, guys? If you've just joined, hit us up in the comment section right now. Who would you like to see the board bring in January? Because it's starting to piss me off now with the likes of Xavi Simons. He's had time. Give the kid time. We all know what he's done in the Euros for the Dutch. You know what I mean? He's young. He's young. We all know what he's got in his locker. Like I said, we all know that. He just needs certain players like your Madisons, like your Kulusevskis, etc. In and around them, a bit of support. You know what I mean? Because as we all know, there's fuck all there. There's nothing there. But to have 1 shot on target against Chelsea, and we've only got Vicario to thank for that because it could have finished up. A bit like your Monaco game back in the Champions League a couple of weeks ago. Vicario, top saves. And he saved our bacon again against Chelsea. They could have finished up 3-0 towards the end. They missed some sitters. They did miss some sitters. But we got lucky. He does talk, and it's like that. There's obviously with Levy gone, there's a lot of talk now of the Lewis family are pumping serious money, and I want to see that in January. I want to see that in January. In January, you know what I mean? I know it's early days. Game week 11 coming up. Got Man United next. Our next. I'm going to go through the fixtures in a minute. I'm just like, what? I really don't know what to expect. I really do know what to expect. But Solanke, another comment here from Nightmare Kid. Solanke, isn't it? Can we admit about Richarlison? Just need to be just need to be a free agent. Tell's rubbish, man. I've seen enough. Left midfield isn't sorted out backline, and yeah, exactly. What else we got here? Donna Cullen's on. The Donna Cullen, yeah. Wagwan, Mr. Flicks. I'm a fan. Big up. Appreciate it. COYS, big up Henry. I remember you from somewhere. Okay. Nightmare Kid again. Mano. Nah. I don't know. I really don't know what to make of because I know he did want out from United. I know he wanted out. Kobe Mano. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure on that one. Lookman. I know Tottenham was that they were especially I'm just trying to think back now quickly, especially going back to the last summer transfer window. We were heavily linked with Lookman, but then again we were linked with quite a few players, and 9 times out of 10 it doesn't pull off. Vulovic, is it? Did I correct? Did I get that? Did I get that right? Vulovic. I know he's on loan to, is it Hamburg? Very young as well, but talented, very, very talented centre back. Mino is better than most of our midfield. Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so. He isn't really getting a look in for United though, is he? I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's not. But yeah, guys, hit us up in the comment section quickly. What's your thoughts on the Chelsea game from the other night? Like I said, I'm just gonna quickly have another look at the stats because I know we had one shot with one shot on target. Not good enough, especially being at home. Absolutely piss poor. Sorry guys, just bear with me. I'm just trying to get it up. Bear with me. Bear with me. Guys, if you've just joined, get subscribing, smash the like button, I'd appreciate it. Another comment here, poor rubbish, disgrace. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. Right. Stats, match stats. Stats. Right. Shots on target, they had 9. Chelsea had 9, we had 1. Shots overall, they had 15, we had 3. It's fucking outrageous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But guys, what are your thoughts on that game? Because you know, we all know when it's Tottenham and Chelsea, 9 times out of 10, Chelsea come out on top. It's just, yeah. It's just, I know our next fixture is obviously United, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I really do not know what to expect in that game. Tottenham could turn up, bag 3 goals, me get a clean sheet, or it could be the total opposite, and they beat us for the first time in what, about 4, maybe 5 games. You just never know what Spurs are going to turn up, but right now we have to bank. We have to back the Frank engine, Thomas Frank. We have to back him. Give him the tools in January. Give him the tools. And at the same time, Kulusevski is still missing. James Maddison's still missing. Basuma's still missing. Solanke. You know what I mean? They're all guaranteed first team starters. So look, I'm just going to look at the table as well. Look, we're game week 10, we're 5th. Only 3 losses, 1-5. We won 5. You know what I mean? So, and we're currently on 17 points. Hate to say it, but yeah, fucking Arsenal sitting first. 25 points. It's early days. There's a long, long way to go yet. A long, long way to go. I'm just going to get our fixtures up as well. So obviously we're Copenhagen tomorrow night as I speak. Copenhagen at the Lane. Guys, what do you expect in that one, by the way? Whilst I've just got that up. What's your thoughts on the Copenhagen game tomorrow night? As well as Man United back at the Lane on Saturday. Early kickoff, by the way, on Saturday, 12:30. And then we got the North London derby. What a time to be playing the Gunners. What a time to be playing the Gunners next Sunday. Next Sunday. And it's at the Emirates as well. But funnily enough, our away form is a lot better than our home form for some reason. Work that one out. I don't get it. But this is typical Tottenham. What's your thoughts on that one? And then, as I'm reading this, our running is absolutely outrageous. So after the Arsenal game, we're back in the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain. And then back in the league at home against Fulham. So, a very, very, very tough run in November. Going into December, where we got Newcastle again, Brentford, Slavia Prague, Forest, Liverpool, Palace. Very tough run of fixtures coming up. Very, very tough fixtures. But, yeah, I'm just going to go back to the comments, guys. Just bear with me. But, yeah, what are your thoughts on what we got here? Nightmare Kid again. What we got here? Bring in who for 100 mil? Who is that? Oh yeah, yes, Neves. See, he was another one that we was linked with. Back in the summer. 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. Is that for what, the United game or the Copenhagen game? Man United 5-1. Ah, man, it better not be. Better not be. PSG battering 7-0. Yeah, that'll be about right. That will be about right. AC Milan left winger. Oh, okay. I'll look into him. But yeah, we at the end of the day, look, like I said, and I'm repeating myself now. We've got big players missing, but once we get them players back, hopefully, fingers crossed, things start gelling together, and Thomas Frank gets what he wants. But at the same time, what baffled me was, and I was actually shocked to see this, at full time against Chelsea at the Lane, you see Jed Spence and Mickey van der Ven both walking off the pitch, ignoring the coach, ignoring Thomas Frank. And I'm thinking, why are they ignoring him? And obviously, they're frustrated. We're all frustrated, but fuck me, at the same time, it's the boys on the pitch that have got to deliver. They have to deliver. I'm actually calling out for a Doogie to come back in. Obviously, Romero come in and saying that a Doogie did come in as well in the second half. And funnily enough, Bergville, who was concussed in some way, that again that did baffle me. Very, very strange, but that's the way it is now. You know, with Bergville going off, Xavi Simons coming on, and Xavi Simons being subbed off. It must be driving him nuts. It really must be driving him crazy right now, Xavi Simons. But yeah, what we got here again? Nightmare Kid again. Our front line is like he's like my grandma. No, you can't be saying that, man. I'm not gonna read the rest of that. I don't blame them both. Yeah, in some ways I don't blame them because they're walking off. They're frustrated, but to ignore him. It's no, you can't be doing that. At the end of the day, Thomas Frank, because I know there's a majority of just football fans in general saying Thomas Frank is just a bang average manager. But in my opinion, he's not. Look, you got to look at what he's done for Brentford. I know Brentford, they're average. They're very average, stable-ish club in the Premier League. He kept them up. He done well for them. You know, they did have quality, a couple of quality players there, like Norgard, who's obviously not going to look in at Arsenal right now. You've got Mbermo, Wissa. So he did do well for them. But from, like I said, coming from Brentford to Spurs is a whole different ball game. But you just got to give the guy time. Got to give him the tools. What else we got here? Bradley saying Simmons so bad. No. You got to give him time. Got to give him time. Bradley again saying he did nothing with Brentford. Nah, that's obviously he didn't win anything. Obviously he won. If I remember rightly, he won the playoff final coming into the Premier League probably about 5-6 years ago now. Nightmare Kid. Frank needs more time. Ruthless. Stop being Frank is being a princess and more attacking. See again, he does baffle me at times. He does leave the subs far too late, and he does. But to be bringing on someone like Xavi Simons, who we all know is very, very talented, got the quality there to be brought on to be subbed off, that must be knocking his confidence. But hopefully he gets a start tomorrow night against Copenhagen, because from my understanding, Bergville's going to be missing the next 2 games, along with Jed Spence. I believe he's got a slight knock. How true that is, I do not know. If anyone knows, please hit us up in the comments. Xavi is weak. No, I don't see him as weak. I really don't see him as weak. I really like the kid. He's talented, very, very talented, very, very talented. Hopefully, like I said, when we get the likes of Kulusevski back, James Maddison, Basuma, Solanke, a striker who we know who can score goals. Hopefully something will happen. and you know, a spark will come in, and you know, because come on, it's early days. It's very, very early days. Every 5 seconds he has the ball. He's on the grass. Well, that's like any player, man. He's not strong enough as I expected. He's like a girl. Yeah. You got. In my opinion, you got to give him time. Got to give him time. But obviously, the Copenhagen game and Man United coming up on Saturday is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. You know, like I keep saying, what Tottenham will turn up, because we never know. We never know. There's never any consistency there whatsoever. So, just quickly before, because I'm going to shoot in a minute, but it's up in the comments. What do you expect against Copenhagen and obviously Man United on the weekend? Quickly before I do shoot, I can't even use him as a scapegoat. Yeah. With Vicario, I think it was only a couple of weeks ago. I was actually like thinking like Vicario, man, he's beginning to be a bit of a liability. But just lately, he's been decent. Saved our bacon against Monaco, kept us in a game against Chelsea, even though we did lose in the end. It could have finished up 3, maybe 4-0. You know what I mean? So it's yeah. We need to win our games. Well, of course we need to win our games. We need to win our games. Once you get them boys back, hopefully the creativity will start coming in. Hopefully we get, I know January's getting closer now. January's only around the corner now. Hopefully something will happen and the Lewis family will back Thomas Frank. Pump some money in, because as far as we know, there's money being pumped in. So hopefully we see some more signings coming in January. Maybe call a few kids back. You know what I mean? It's like with the striker situation. Dane Scarlett's not getting a look in. Right now, we are calling out for a striker. Give Dane Scarlett a shout. You know what I mean? Other players, if I remember rightly, Alfred Devine, he's a midfielder, I know. But give these kids a shout, man. Honestly, there's that young kid. I think he plays for was it the under-21s? Williams Barnett. Was it Williams Barnett? There's one of them kids. Fucking quality. He's got the skill, man. Bring him in. You see Arsenal doing it. Arsenal, 15-year-old. There was a 15-year-old that played. Was it last week? I know it was in the Carabao Cup, but still, this is what I want to see Spurs doing. Give these kids a chance. Why not? Arsenal can't win the league. Hopefully, it's early days. Hopefully, Arsenal do bottle it by Christmas time, and they start to downfall. You know what I mean? But right now, I hate to say it, but they are looking like a real force. With Rice in the central mid. I know they're getting lucky with the goals, but at the same time, they're keeping clean sheets. The teams are struggling to get goals past them. And like I said, I hate to say that, but it's true. But hopefully, me being a Spurs fan, I'm not, you know, obviously you're wishing the same thing. But hopefully by Christmas, Arsenal will have the downfall, and then we can start calling them bottle jobs. What else we got here before I do shoot? I want us to buy Kane, Lassie, Rafinha, Haaland. Okay, getting carried away now. I'd love to see Harry Kane back. But can we really see it happening? We kick our academy players and buy other trash. Yeah, that's true. Palace, I expect to win. West Ham surprised me. Yeah, what, West Ham against Newcastle? I'm going off subject now. No, yeah, I didn't see that scoreline coming against Newcastle. West Ham. You know what I mean? See, this is what I mean. I know it's the Premier League Carabao Cup, but at the same time, how the fuck did we lose against Newcastle? West Ham beat them. You know, it's crazy, absolutely crazy, and it does piss me off. It really, really does piss me off. But yeah, man, I'm gonna have to shoot now. But hopefully the boys I just want to see, even if we don't win tomorrow night, well, we should win against Copenhagen, but with the next 2 games coming up, Copenhagen and Man United, I just want to see the boys show some passion, you know, bit of fight, bit of spirit. You know what I mean? But on paper, we should get all 3 points against Copenhagen, and we should definitely get all 3 points back in the Premier League against Man United on Saturday, early kickoff. So yeah, man, we will see. We will see. But yes, guys, that's enough from me. Thanks for joining, guys. Get subscribing. Please smash the like. Please share my channel. I'd really, really appreciate it. But yes, guys, that's enough from me. As always.